हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। कैसे हैं आप सब? आप सबकी स्टडी कैसी चल रही है? आई होप आप सबकी स्टडी अच्छी चल रही होगी। आज का वीडियो का टॉपिक है पीजीटी टीजीटी के ऑथर टीएस इलियट को हम लोग पढ़ेंगे। उनके प्रीवियस ईयर का क्वेश्चन पेपर सॉल्व करेंगे। ये हमारे लिए बहुत इम्पोर्टेंस है दोस्तों, क्योंकि ये हमारे पीजीटी टीजीटी के इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट है और हमारे स्टेट के एग्जाम में भी क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं और बीपीएससी के भी एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं। आइए हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कोशिश करेंगे कि आप लोग को इससे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हेल्प मिले। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हेन एंड फ्रॉम वेयर डिड इलियट्स एंसेस्टर माइग्रेट टू अमेरिका? ऑप्शन ए, in 1668 from East Cooker in Somerset, England. B, in 1669 from East Cooker in Somersetshire, Derbyshire. C, in 1620 from West Cooker in Somersetshire, England. None of these. आंसर होगा A, in 1668 from East Cooker in Somersetshire, England. दोस्तों, अगर वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक और सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिएगा। क्वेश्चन नंबर सेकेंड, इन 1900 इलियट won a गोल्ड मेडल फॉर जर्मन, इंग्लिश, संस्कृत, लैटिन। आंसर होगा लैटिन। इन विच यूनिवर्सिटी डिड एलियट परस्यू अ कोर्स ऑफ स्टडीज इन लैंग्वेज एंड लिटरेचर, द क्लासिक्स, जर्मन, फ्रेंच एंड इंग्लिश लिटरेचर? ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी, जवाहरलाल यूनिवर्सिटी, हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी, नन ऑफ दिस। आंसर होगा हमारा हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी। Eliot was much influenced by his two teachers. One of them was George Santayana and the other was Irving Bitt. George Eliot, Esbin, Ezra Pound. Answer होगा Irving Bitt. The reading of Arthur Symons, the symbolist movement in literature, created interest in the poetry of Tagore, an Indian poet, Lafayette, a French symbolist, Homer, a Greek poet. None of these. Answer होगा Lafayette, a French symbolist. When did Eliot get his degree of graduation? In 1909 from Oxford, in 1910 from Oxford, in 1910 from Harvard. None of these. Answer होगा in 1910 from Harvard. This is the way my world ends, not with a bang but a whimper. This line appear in love song J. Alfred Prufrock, The Wasteland, The Hollow Man. None of these. Answer होगा The Hollow Man. Where do this line appear? Time present and time past are both continue in time future, and time future contain in the time past. 3 quatrains, The Wasteland. 4 quatrains, none of these. Answer होगा हमारा 4 quatrain. I have given you power of choice and you only alternate between footlight, spiritualization and unconsidered acting. From which drama has this line have been taken? The Confident Clerk, Murder in Cathedral, The Rock. None of these. Answer होगा हमारा The Rock. And the dead trees gives to shelter the cricket no relief, and die stone no sound of water. This line appear in The Wasteland. 4 quatrains, The Hollow Man. None of this. Answer होगा हमारा The Wasteland. Question number 11. Oh, the moon shone bright on Mrs. Potter and on her daughter. They washed feet in the soda water. The expert informed. 4 quatrains, The Hollow Man, The Wasteland. None of these. The Wasteland. 10th of the horse, thoughts of a dry brain in a dry season. These are the 2 last line of The Hollow Man's, The Wasteland. Genosho or none of these. Answer होगा Genosho. Who's injured his own reputation by calling Eliot a minor poet of 20th century? David Duchess, Compton Rickett, Albert, William J. Long. Answer होगा हमारा David Duchess. Who declares himself a classic in literature, a realistic in politics, and an Anglo-Catholic in religion? W.B. Yeats, T.S. Eliot, Shaw या Keats? Answer होगा T.S. Eliot. English poetry would have no future without the invaluable work done by Eliot. Whose opinion in this? David Duchess, Frank Kermode, Albert, none of this. Answer होगा Frank Kermode. Eliot dominated the literary scene and came to be known as dawn of 19th century, Pope of Russell Square, literary man of modern age, none of these. Pope of Russell Square. The lamp was portrayed, the lamp murdered in the dark, the lamp hummed. These musical lines appear in the poem. Parody, rhapsody, four quatrains, none of these. Rhapsody. Genosis is derived from the Greek word gerno, which means young man, child, old man, none of this. Answer होगा old man. In the little swinging among the nightingales, the word nightingale is used to a slang with means rascal, intimidate, pursuits, rape. Answer होगा pursuit. Question number 20. Terraces in the wasteland is bisexual, enonge, macosman, none of this. Answer होगा bisexual. Which form has been used by Eliot in the wasteland? Blank verses, Spencer stanza, free verses, none of these. Free verses. What is the utmost important in the play of Eliot's? Choice, no alternative, thematic variety, none of this. Answer होगा choice. Harry, Amy, Agatha, Mary are characters who appear in The Confidential Clerk, Murder in Cathedral, The Family Reunion, none of these. Answer होगा The Family Reunion. For rest is our own suffering. If evocation of suffering, we must learn to suffer more. Who utters and where? Amy in The Family Reunion, Mary in The Family Reunion, Agatha is The Family Reunion, none of this. Answer होगा Agatha in The Family Reunion. I do not know very much and I get older. I am coming to think how little I have ever known. These lines are uttered by Amy in The Family Reunion, Mary in The Family Reunion, Agatha in The Family Reunion, none of these. Answer होगा Amy in The Family Reunion. Love compares cruelty to those who do not understand love. Where do this line occur? The Rock, The Confidential Clerk, The Family Reunion, none of these. The answer होगा The Family Reunion. Amy complains and accuses her sister Agatha, saying 35 years ago you took my husband from me and now you take my son. Where do these two sisters appear? In The Rock, in The Mother in Cathedral, The Family Reunion, none of these. Answer होगा हमारा The Family Reunion. Question number 28. Who has used a Greek origin myth of the Greek conception of the Furies as the basis of his play The Family Reunion? W.V. Yeats, Dixon, Sally, T.S. Eliot. Answer होगा T.S. Eliot. The Family Reunion is a poetic play, a romantic play, a poet play, none of these. Answer होगा a poetic play. Murder in Cathedral refers to the murder of Acrosophe. Who is he? Son Thomas Harvard, Thomas Becket in California, Thomas Becket of Century, none of these. Answer होगा Thomas Becket of Canterbury. The Four Knights and the Four Templates appear in The Rock, The Confidential Clerk, Murder in the Cathedral, none of these. Answer होगा Murder in the Cathedral. Dignity waits in the hands of God, not in the hands of a man who speak this line. Thomas Becket, Tempter, The Chorus, none of these. Answer होगा The Chorus. That action is suffering and suffering in action. Neither does the agent suffer nor the patent act. These words are from the mouth of Thomas Becket. The priest, The Chorus, none of these. Answer होगा The Chorus. Martyrdom in the theme of Murder in the Cathedral, The Rock, The Cocktail Party, none of these. Answer होगा Murder in the Cathedral. Question number 35. The plot of The Cocktail Party is made of two stories. Who is the connecting link between the story? Sir Henry Harcourt Raleigh, Thomas A. Becket, The Chorus, none of these. Answer होगा Sir Henry Harcourt Raleigh. In which poetic play of Eliot is there no chorus or no ghost? The Cocktail Party, The Confidential Clerk, The Murder in Cathedral, none of these. Answer होगा हमारा The Cocktail Party. Question number 36. 7. इसमें two people who know they do not understand each other, breeding children from they do not understand, and who live never understand them. Where do these lines occur? Murder in the cathedral, the family reunion, the cocktail party, none of these. आंसर होगा the cocktail party. Edward Lavinia, Edward Peter Quilliff, Celia, Copple, Stone, Julia, Alex, and the Guardians appear in the cocktail party, their family reunion, modern cathedral, none of these. Answer होगा the cocktail party. The plot of the cocktail party is based on Alcestis Euripides, the story from Homer, the story from Virgil, none of these. Answer होगा Alcestis by Euripides. Question number 40. ELIOT, the wasteland is deducted to Izra Pond, W. Waits, then TL Hummel, none of this. Izra Pond. Answer होगा Izra Pond. Which poem was written during the autumn of 1921 in Lausanne, Switzerland, and first published in serial form in the Casson in the October and November 1922? The Four Quarters, the Hollow Man's, the Wasteland, none of these. Answer होगा the Wasteland. ELIOT has expressed his view on the impersonality of the poetry and the poetic force process in his essay entitled Tradition and the Individual Talent 1919, Tradition and the Individual Talent 1920, Tradition and the Individual Talent 1921, none of this. Answer होगा हमारा Tradition and the Individual Talent 1919. According to ELIOT, perfect poetry can be produced only when there is demonstration of sensibility, objective correlity, unification of sensibility, none of these. Answer होगा unification of sensibility. No poet, no artist of any sort has his complete meaning alone. Who said? Shelley, Milton, Keats, ELIOT. Answer होगा ELIOT. Question number 45. The personality of an artist is continuous self-sacrifice and continuous censor of personality. This view is of ELIOT in the possibility of poetic drama. ELIOT in the perfect critic, ELIOT in tradition and individual talent, none of these. Answer होगा हमारा ELIOT in tradition and individual talent. Question number 46. The poem according to ELIOT has no relation to the theme, the structure, the poet, the society. Answer होगा the poet. The mind of the poet is share of platinum. It may partly and expressly operate upon the experience of the man himself, but the more perfect the artist, the more completely separate in him will be the man who suffer, and the mind which creates, the more perfect will be mind, digest and estimate the passion which are its material. This extract appears in A. Tradition and individual talent, B. The perfect critic, C. Imperfect critic, D. Hamlet and his problem. Answer होगा A. Tradition and individual talent. The poet's mind is a respectful for seizing and storing up in numberless feeling, phrases, images which remain there until all the particles which can unite for form a new compound are present. Who said? Yeats, Lamb, and not ELIOT. Answer होगा ELIOT. The poet has not a personality to express but a particular medium, the mind, which is only a medium and not a personality, in which impression and expression combine in peculiar and unaccepted way. Who words are these? Yeats, Lamb, and not ELIOT. Answer होगा हमारा ELIOT. Poetry is not a turning loose of emotion but an express from emotion. It is not expression of personality but express the personality. Who define poetry in this manner? Yeats, Lamb, and not ELIOT. Answer होगा हमारा ELIOT. Question number 51. ELIOT said that a work of art should be viewed as having a life of its own unrelated to that of its creator. ELIOT wrote his the introduction to Tradition and Individual Talent, a note on American critic, The Scared Wood, none of this. Answer होगा हमारा The Scared Wood. The emotion of art according to ELIOT is personal, subjective, impersonal, none of this. Answer होगा impersonal. Question number 53. The phrase objective quality occurred in ELIOT's one of essay is a scared wood. What is the name of the essay? Rhetoric and poetic drama, tradition and the individual talent, Hamlet and his problem, none of these. Answer होगा हमारा Hamlet and his problems. From which point of view does Eliot find Hamlet deductive and an artist's failure? Dissolution of sensibility, association of sensibility, objective correlative, none of these. आंसर होगा हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव correlative. Question number 55. Shakespeare is successful in finding an objective correlative to express the emotion of the character. Which drama is it? Macbeth, Hamlet, King Lear, Othello. Answer होगा Macbeth. Milton summarizes Austen's great success from the points of view of association of sensibility, geostation of sensibility, objective correlative. None of this. Answer होगा objective correlative. Question number 57. Who find Eliot's phrase the objective correlative defective? Alice Bevis, Lewis, Chicago critics, Oliver Ilton. Answer होगा Alice Bevis. The phrase the association of sensibility occurs in Eliot's The Metaphysical Poet, Eliot's Tradition and the Individual Talent, Eliot's Hamlet and His Problem. None of these. Answer होगा हमारा Eliot's The Metaphysical Poets. Why which phrase does not Eliot mean direct sincere offenses of thought or recreation of thought into feelings? Demonstration of sensibility, objective correlative, unfixed sensibility. None of these. Answer होगा any fiction of sensibility. Question number 60. Tennyson and Browning are poets and they think, but they do not feel their thought as immediately as the order of rose. I thought the dawn and experience it modified his sensibility. Who said? Larkin and Lord Coleridge. Eliot. आंसर होगा हमारा Eliot. क्वेश्चन नंबर 60. आइए दोस्तों हमसे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हम लोग क्वेश्चन करें, इससे आपको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हेल्प मिले. PGT, TGT या स्टेट वगैरह ये सारे एग्जाम के लिए TS Eliot अच्छे हैं. Question number 61. Criticism and must always profess an end review, which roughly speaking appears to be elucidation of work and art and correction of taste. Who said and where? Eliot is the function of criticism. Eliot is the perfect critic and not in the study of poetry, especially is the poetics. Answer होगा Eliot is the function of criticism. What are the two chief tools of the critic according to Eliot? Judgment and objectivity, impartiality and is that a study, comparison and analysis. None of this. Answer होगा हमारा comparison and analysis. The function of literary criticism is to promote the understanding and enjoyment of literature. Who said and where? Eliot in the tradition and the individual talent. Eliot in the frontness of criticism and not in the study of poetry. None of these. Answer होगा हमारा Eliot in the frontiers of criticism. Question number 64. Poetry is a superior amusement. I do not mean an amusement of superior people. I call it an amusement not because that is true definition, but because if you call anything else, you are likely to call in something still more false. Where does he comment on Eliot appear? In the preface, the Scarewood. In the preface, the Wasteland. In the preface of Murder in the Cathedral. None of this. Answer होगा in the preface to the Scarewood. Who thinks that there is an element of intelligence in Eliot's criticism? George Sampson, Campton Rickett, Albert, George Watson. Answer होगा हमारा George Watson. The epigraph of the Wasteland is from Chaucer Prologue, Homer, the Satiricon of Petronius Arbiter. None of these. Answer होगा हमारा the Satiricon of Petronius Arbiter. Eliot had deducted one of his poems to Ezra Pound. Name the poem. Prologue, The Wasteland, Four Quarters, As Wednesday. आंसर होगा हमारा द वेस्टलैंड. Eliot describe गंगा as solemn, flowing, sunken. None of these. आंसर होगा sunken. The introduction of four Sanskrit words in the wasteland is derived from बृहदारण्यक उपनिषद, द वेदस, द उपनिषद, द गीता. आंसर होगा बृहदारण्यक उपनिषद. विच मंथ इन द क्रूलेस्ट मंथ इन द वेस्टलैंड? मार्च, अप्रैल, मई और जून. आंसर होगा हमारा अप्रैल. Question number 21. Madame Sossus's famous childhood appears in The Hollow Man, The Four Quarters, The Wasteland. None of these. Answer होगा हमारा The Wasteland. Those are fields where his eyes. Here Eliot has used a line of Shakespeare. फ्रॉम विच ड्रामा इन दिस लाइन? हैमलेट, मैकबेथ, द टेम्पेस्ट, नन ऑफ दिस. आंसर होगा हमारा द टेम्पेस्ट. देयर इज द स्टोरी ऑफ लिल एंड द हस्बैंड. इन विच पार्ट ऑफ द वेस्टलैंड डज इट अपेयर? इन द सेकेंड पार्ट अ गेम ऑफ चेस. इन द थर्ड पार्ट द फायर sermon. इन द फोर्थ पार्ट डेथ बाय वाटर. नन ऑफ दिस. आंसर होगा हमारा इन द सेकेंड पार्ट अ गेम ऑफ चेस. Oh, that Shakespearean rag, it is so elegant. Where do this line appear? The hippopotamus, swaying among the nightingales, the wasteland, none of this. Answer होगा the wasteland. Question number 25. Tweet, 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 jug, 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 Joe sturdily forced it. Turid, where did this line appear? The hippopotamus, swaying among the nightingales, the wasteland, none of this. Answer होगा the wasteland. Who is the shipment merchant in the wasteland? Mr. Eunice, Mr. Tertius, Mr. Lil, none of this. Mr. Eugenides. Question number 27. See London document French. This line is from the wasteland by what is CIF? Cost, insurance and freight. Cost, income and finance. Concession on income and finance. None of these. हमारा आंसर होगा दोस्तों cost, insurance and freight. Question number 28. When the human engine waits like a taxi throbbing wasting, what is the said to be human engine here? The wasteland. Lil, Thyrsis, the typist girl, the Hanneth girl. The answer होगा the typist girls. Exploring hand encounter, no defense in the part of the wasteland. Does the line appear? The fire sermon, a game of chase, death of water, what the thunder said. Answer होगा हमारा the fire sermon. Who is the phoenician sailor is the wasteland? Thyrsis, Philippi, Philibus, Philip. Answer होगा Philibus. Question number 81. Dry bones can harm no one. In which part of the wasteland does this line appear? The burial of the dead, a game of chase, death by water, what the thunder said. Answer होगा what the thunder said. Data, Dayanvan, Dayadat, Santi, Santha, Sanithat are the words used by ELIOT. These words are in Sanskrit, Hindi, Prakriti, Persian. Answer होगा Sanskrit. In the wasteland, the Himalayas are said to be a snowdome, Himilkan, Himalayan, Himavant. Answer होगा Himavant. Question number 84. Indeed so deeply am I intimated Miss Western book will be allocated the difficulty of the poem much better than my notes can do, and I can recommend it to any who thinks such allocation of the poem worth the trouble about which book of Miss Western is